sit down and watch TV. Familiar faces comfort me.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. You already know what time it is. It's time for another weekly nostalgia trip. It's cartoons and cereal time, guys. Let's go. Oh, and I can't wait for this episode. So today, you guys can see by the title, we are talking about a classic, the Jackie Chan Adventures. Oh, what a great cartoon. I love Jackie Chan Adventures. Guys, let me know down below if you guys love Jackie Chan Adventures as well. I mean, it was, I won't say it was underrated, but I feel like when everybody thinks Saturday morning cartoons, it's like you'll think of Yu-Gi-Oh! And your Pokemon and all stuff like that. And then it's like, oh man, Jackie Chan Adventures. Like, I feel like it's not the first cartoon named, but as soon as you name it, then it automatically, you run off about Jackie Chan Adventures more than any other show. Like, a lot of the channels, a lot of the shows had key moments in it and everything, and Jackie Chan did too. But I feel like what Jackie Chan had that was different, one, they had at the end of every episode, they used to show like the real life Jackie Chan. He was like training, he was, you know, working with his hands, or he was working with weapons, or he was doing something. He was doing some type of sparring, he was in the gym, he was doing something, and it was like they would ask the real Jackie Chan at the end of the show, like, and the person that did it was like in Jade's voice too, which was really cool. So they would come on and they would, hey Jackie, what did you think about XYZ blah blah, or where did you learn to read, or where did you, you know, how'd you learn things? Because one of the episodes that I watched, actually I was rewatching it recently, and they asked, what do you think about TV? And Jackie was like, oh, I love television. And I know, granted, this is probably like 30 years ago this cartoon came out, but Jackie was like, oh, I love television. I watch it all the time. I learned from it. I learned how to read some things, how to write some things, a lot of information, sports, movies, the cartoon. And he just like was listing like, oh, I love TV. Like, he's like, I train a lot and I watch TV a lot. So it was cool. That was a cool, different little spin at the end of every episode that you didn't get on a lot of cartoons. For you guys that didn't watch Jackie Chan Adventures, and you got, shame on you if you haven't watched Jackie Chan Adventures, by the way. Shame. I'm shaming you. Yes, publicly. Go watch it. There's places you can watch it now. It's 2025. But Jackie Chan Adventures follows Jackie, Uncle, Jade, and his niece Jade, who comes from Hong Kong. She's a troubled student over there. She comes to America. They live like in San Fran. And Jackie actually is archaeologist. I'm gonna leave that in because I had to buff real quick. It's Friday, my brain's off. I'm recording this, but I turned my brain off after work today. Jackie is an archaeologist. He studies archaeology. There we go. I had to turn it back on. I can turn it back off. Him and his uncle run artifact, antique treasure shop, and they come across these different artifacts, items, all that stuff. They fall into these talismans. And the first episode, it starts off with a bang. Jackie goes into a temple. He finds a shield. The shield has a talisman in it. The talismans, there's 12 of them that represent the 12 Chinese zodiac signs. So they have to collect all 12 of these talismans before the bad guys, in this case they're called the Dark Hand, and Velmont, who's like one of the main bad guys, him and Shindu, after they're trying to get after them. So Shindu, who has been, oh man, I'm gonna give you a whole clip notes. Shindu is a demon who was locked away in kind of like this dragon shaped, not like a statue, but it's kind of like a statue. So if they were to get all 12 talismans, he could be released and he can wreak chaos and rain havoc on the world, all those things. So obviously Jackie, Jade, and Uncle are, and later on Toru, they're trying to protect the world, collecting the talismans and giving them to Section 13, which is a secret organization that Jackie works with. Again, it starts off with a bang, and he finds an artifact. Episode 1, he gets a talisman, the Dark Hand comes over, they're trying to fight back and forth, but Jackie and them end up keeping it. Jade is the one in the show where, as weird like Jackie does a lot of wild things in the show, and it's funny because obviously you watch Jackie Chan movies, everybody's probably watched multiple Jackie Chan movies. He does his own stunts, and Jackie does a lot of things in the show that kind of like, oh, this is only something that Jackie Chan can pull off. And like, so when you watch the show, you see the things that Jackie does, you're like, yeah, he probably could do that in real life. So it really almost kind of gets you thinking like Jackie is like not magical, but like he's got powers, like let alone the talisman powers, but he uses those from time to time. But the things he does even leaves the villains kind of like just shocked and speechless. Like I was watching an episode and he was running up a train while the train was falling off a cliff, and then at the end he jumped off and he grabbed onto the train tracks and like flipped himself up and ran away. And the bad guys were like in a helicopter flying off. They got the talisman at the point, but like Jackie was, well, even the bad guys were kind of just like, this dude cannot be human. Like, obviously it's the cartoon, but like the things he was doing in that show were superhuman without having powers. Now you add in the power of the talisman, he was, 10 times even better. So, obviously they haven't got to every talisman yet as far as I've gotten into the show yet. But so far I've watched the sheep talisman, the ox, I've watched the dragon, and I've watched one other talisman, I can't remember. Oh, the rabbit. I was like super speed, super strength. The dragon actually was like kind of like fire breathing for one, obviously, and then like astral projection. Oh no, that was another one. That was a different one actually. They did the snake too. So I gotta get through the other 5. I didn't get to the other 5 yet. But I mean, every episode is a different adventure. Every episode so far has been great. And I mean, I feel like Jackie Chan was different for so many reasons. Like there were so many shows that came out back in around that time frame, Saturday morning cartoons, blah blah, whatever. And a lot of them had, again, coming full circle with this, great moments. They all had these moments that were just fun, that you laughed at, or even like if it was Yugimoto and Yu-Gi-Oh! And he was facing Kaiba, and he had Exodia, and that whole scene was like such an epic moment in anime. But Jackie was different because there were certain keys and catchphrases, at least for us. Obviously, you had all the uncle catchphrases. You had and one more thing. You had those. We used to go to school and do that. And that's why it was so different and it was so fun. There were things we took from the show that we could quote and just walk around doing, whether in school or whatever. We would do that to our friends. We do it to each other and we would like piss each other off. Because it'd just be annoying after a while. Like you would be trying to play a game and your friend would be like, and one more thing. It would be like, you have something really to say, or are you just fucking with us? Like, like, and at first it would be like, oh no, like they'd add this rule in, and they'd be like, okay, we ready? Yeah, let's go. And then we'd get ready to go run off, and like, oh, one more thing, and you'd be like, bro, you're fucking with us now. What do you want? Like, it was moments like that, like that just made Jackie just so different. Something, and it was always Uncle. Then there was the AIYAHHHH Jackie. That was another one. There was he was always just slapping Jackie. It was just stuff that wrote itself, but it was stuff that we took and we actually went out. It was like in Pokemon. There wasn't something in Pokemon, not that I can think. Like we weren't like, I guess people would run around and be like, Pikachu, I choose you, or whatever. But it wasn't the same. That didn't hit different than walking around doing and one more thing. We used to do it to our teachers and get in trouble. Like, in the middle of class, we would just be doing that. This is like elementary school. We'd be just like, and one more thing to the teacher. And the teacher would laugh at first. And after you do it after like the 5th time, they'd be like, all right. Like, Jackie was just so different. It was so fun. I was I'm probably going to continue watching it. I've been on a crazy binge with all these cartoons lately, but it's been fun taking that trip back and just enjoying the cartoons that were the animation, the illustration, the artwork, all that stuff still stands the test of time. It still looks great. It still can hang with a lot of shows today. There's obviously other shows that have bigger budgets and stuff like that, but the artwork and everything in the Jackie Chan Adventures is amazing. The intro is awesome, so the intro by itself hooks you, and then just the show itself. I remember watching an episode where they went to Mexico. And that's another thing. They're always traveling somewhere else. And it's not always the United States, but it's cool that it's real places in the world. That's another really awesome thing about the show. It's not just a whole bunch of fictional places, and it's not just staying in the same area to every episode. Because there's certain, like how we talked about Recess. Love the Recess. Great cartoon, but the show was just based on them being at recess, right? Like sometimes they would show people's homes, sometimes they would go out somewhere on a trip or something like that. But majority of it, they were on the playground or in the classroom at school. Jackie Chan, I'm only, I want to say 8 or 9 episodes in, and it's already been San Fran, it's been Mexico, they've been into the Middle East, they've been overseas. I think they went to New York. Like, there's just been so many, and then they mix in the different cultural, vibes of that place. Like, they went to Mexico and they went to go watch Lucha Libre, and they went to New York and they started showing kind of hints and parts and areas of like the Big Apple and stuff like that. So it's very cool. And even in San Fran, they have the winding hills and I believe they showed the Golden Gate Bridge as well, or something. They kind of put something to that effect of the Golden Gate Bridge. So there's always aspects and cultural aspects and different just parts of what they put in, which is cool. It's not just the same 2-3 places you're going, all over the place. He's literally traveling around the world, going to different places, running into dungeons and pyramids and whatever else, and dodging all these ancient mines and traps and stuff like that to go get these talismans to protect them from the Dark Hand and Shindu and Valmont and all that. So it has a kind of like Section 13, it's kind of like a bootleg. To me, he's like a bootleg Nick Fury. He's like white guy, bald, black trench coat. Just kind of like a bootleg Nick Fury, but it's cool. I feel like the best, and I won't say underrated. It's really hard to use any character as underrated. But I do wonder, and I want you guys to put this in the comments, like, who was your favorite character if you can pick out of the 3? Because I feel like as much as people love Jackie, I feel like people loved Uncle even more, and then I feel like people loved Jade. I feel like people either loved or hated Jade because she could either be annoying. Here's another one who she didn't have powers, but it was always just like, how are you always getting out? How are you always just ending up here? Like, Jack will be running for like 10 San Francisco blocks, get to where he needs to be 10 miles away, and then Jade's just behind him. He's just like, how? How'd you get in the running joke? Took the stairs. Like, just pulling a running joke for the first 10 episodes of the show. Took the stairs. Took the stairs to go somewhere across the country. Like, I was started in San Fran. I'm in Indonesia. How'd you get here? I took the stairs. Like, like, such a good running joke, though. Just like, and Jack would just be like, I don't got time to yell at you, bro. Like, I ain't got the time for this shit. Like, but it was just like, how did you get here? We started in San Fran. I left you in San Fran with Uncle. Uncle blinked. You were gone. We're in Japan. How did you get to Japan? I had to take a flight. The flight got delayed. Then I got on the flight, and Dark Hell's on the flight, so the flight was damn near about to crash. Like, all this stuff happened. She I was on that flight. And he would be like, well, how did you survive? And she'd be like, I took the stairs. That doesn't explain anything. Like, it doesn't make sense, but she always popped up somewhere without the power of talismans or anything. So it was just funny, like, seeing it was funny seeing how she was so, like, just always around, and like, you were literally the mischief child. Like, how do you always just end up being near where I am? So it was, I thoroughly enjoyed Jackie Chan Adventures. It was such a great show. I cannot say enough that it wasn't underrated. I think like when you start naming cartoons, I think you name some of the top, not the top to put them in categories, but like you start thinking of what cartoons, and then it's Jackie Chan Adventures. I feel like it's not ever the first thing out somebody's mouth, but it's always maybe top 5. But that's my rant for this week, guys. Let me know what you liked about Jackie Chan Adventures. Let me know if you did like it. Have you watched it? Did you watch Jackie Chan Adventures? Let me know if you watched it. If you did, let me know if you loved it. One more thing. Let me know what cartoon you think I should do next. And one more thing. Let me know who your favorite character is. And one more thing. Let me know what you guys think of the series so far and how we should wrap up season 1. Because, we're getting to episode 10. It's only a couple episodes away. And we'll take a little break and we'll pop back up, refresh, renewed, and all those things. So let me know what you guys think, man. Let me know about what you think about the series overall. And I think that's it. And one more.